Hello everyone, my name is BALRAM Kumar Sahu, and today we are going to discuss globalization and the Indian economy. So let's get started. Acknowledgement. I would like to thank my economics subject teacher, Mrs. Vishnupriya Makuntia ma'am, who gave me this great opportunity to do this work. I have continuously gone through the topic deeply to make this project work better, attractive, and also added a lot of researches. I would also like to thank my parents who helped me in finalizing my project work in a limited time frame. By BALRAM Kumar Sahu of class 10A2. Moving on the content section, we have all about globalization, IT rules in globalization, multinational corporations, MNC's role in Indian market and government, MNC marketing strategies and trade networks, advantages and disadvantages. Moving on the first topic, we have globalization. So what is globalization? Globalization is the process of rapid integration or interconnection between different countries. It is the integration between countries through foreign trade or foreign investments done by multinational corporations, or we can say MNCs. Globalization is the word used to describe growing independence of the world's economy, cultures, and populations brought about cross borders of trade in goods and services, technology, flow of investment, people, and information. MNCs have built economic partnerships to facilitate this movement over many centuries. Advantages and disadvantages of globalization. Advantages of globalization are: globalization helps in pooling all resources together. It helps the development of underdeveloped countries. It encourages free trade among nations. It creates more employment opportunities. Moving on, disadvantages of globalization. It may lead to outsourcing of jobs from a native country due to availability of cheap labor in another country. It will benefit the wealthy people more than the poor. It will result in an increase in emission of greenhouse gases, causing impact on the environment. Globalization in the Indian economy. Indian economy adopted policy of restriction after the independence to protect the Indian producers from foreign consumption. But in 1991, due to the economic crisis, the government of India decided to reopen the market of foreign investment. The new economic policies adopted had impacted on every sector of Indian economy, and with liberalization of trade, business are allowed to make decisions freely about what they wish to import or export. Moving on to the second part, that is about role of technology in globalization. Role of technology in globalization. Rapid improvement in technology have been one of the major factors that has stimulated the globalization process. For instance, in India, the past 5 years have seen several improvements in transportation technology. In recent times also, technology in telecommunication, computers, internet has been changing rapidly. Telecommunication has facilitated to access information instantly and to communicate from remote areas, facilitated by satellite communication devices. Describing some rules of IT in globalization. There have been many improvements in transportation section which helps in export and import of goods. This increases the trade relations between countries. Since technology improves, efficiency and the process of exchange has become faster and also cheaper. Development in information and communication technology has been the most beneficial since information can be now sent in seconds across the world. Development in IT has also led to the production of services through outsourcing like call centers, online teaching, etc. Coming to the third topic, that is multinational corporation. So multinational corporation is a company that owns or controls production in more than one nation. MNCs set up offices or factories for production in regions where they can get cheap labor numerous profits, and a large user base consumers. The fourth one is about MNC's role in Indian market and government. MNCs in Indian economy. MNCs provide employment opportunities in India and help in solving the unemployment issue to some extent, as the wages will in turn to be spent on buying goods and services in India. It will be helpful for the Indian economy. MNCs are also helpful in knowledge transfer, as MNCs operate in more than one country that partially test and implement the best strategies for that country. Role of Indian government. The central and state government in India are taking steps to attract foreign companies to invest in India. Industrial zones called special economic zones are to have world-class facilities like electricity, waters, roads, transport, storage, and educational facilities. Companies who set up production units in special economic zones do not have to pay taxes for an initial period of 5 years. MNC marketing strategies and trade network is our fifth part. So, multinational marketing strategy or interlinking production across countries. In general, MNCs set up production where it is close to the markets where there is skilled and unskilled labor available at low cost, where the availability of other factors of production is assured. So the first one is creating demand and brand value. In new areas, it creates a demand by showing ads and other things, and also creates a quality brand. Second one is competitive pricing. They set up competitive prices or little less to capture a huge market base. Third one is strategic alliance. Forming strategic alliance with MNC marketing agencies allow companies to market internationally without the need to set up any operations globally. Distribution channel. Most MNCs try to sell both through online and offline market. This reduces tax, increases more profit, commission, and a large user base, and many more. Trade network of MNCs. MNCs have very large and wide network worldwide. A multinational company generally has offices or factories in different countries and a centralized head office where they coordinate global management. Some of these international companies may have budgets that exceed those some small countries. The sixth topic is advantages and disadvantages of MNCs. Advantages of MNCs. Cheap labor. Opportunity to operate in countries where labor is not as expensive, which small companies do not enjoy. Multinational can set up their own offices in several countries where demand for their services and products are high, while cheap labor is also available. Global market base. Opening branches in several countries increase their chances of reaching out to customers on a global scale, and access to more consumers give them more opportunity to develop and supply services that will be fit to the needs of the consumers. Tax cuts. Multinational can enjoy lower taxes in some countries, such as for corporation tax. They are those that give tax cuts to investors to attract more international companies to do business in this country. Job creation. When international companies set up branches in other countries, employees and members of the team are locals, so more people are given more employment, especially in developing countries. Disadvantages of MNCs. Potential abuse of workers. So multinational corporations prefer to put up branches in this part of the world where there are no strong policies in labor and where people need jobs because these multinational can demand for cheap labors and lesser healthcare benefits. Threat to local business. Multinations have their ability to dominate the market because they have better products and can afford to even offer consumers at lower prices. Since they have the financial resources to buy in bulk, this can eat up all the other small business offering the same goods and services. Loss of jobs. With more companies transferring offices, centering operations in other countries, jobs for the people living in developed countries are threatened. Conclusion. Globalization involves both benefits and risk. Integration is not simply an either or choice. Countries can open up to trade and direct investment while managing other aspects of their relationship with the larger world economy. Thank you. A presentation by BALRAM KUMAR SAHU. Hope you liked it.